Hi and welcome to the Malat cookery channel. So I'll try and make the recipes as varied as possible on the channel, and today is definitely one of those. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Lebanese dish called Mujaddara, and that's a rice, lentil and caramelised onion recipe. Now anybody that's been into a Lebanese restaurant and had this dish will know just how nice it is. So the recipe today has been given to us by a Lebanese restaurant, and they've showed us a fantastic tip to get that caramelised onion depth of flavour right through the entire dish. So carry on watching because I'll be showing that towards the end of the video. As usual, a full list of ingredients will be given at the end, so let's have a look at those ingredients now and anything else we're going to need for today. Okay, so the ingredients for today's recipe, and this is enough ingredients here to serve at least 4 people. 1 cup of long grain rice, that's about 240 grams. 1 cup of green lentils, again that's about 240 grams. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 tablespoon of cumin. 3 medium-sized onions which have been sliced, and we're going to be using about 1/4 of a cup, about 6 or 7 tablespoons of a good quality olive oil. So the first job we need to do is to just soak the rice in some cold water. We're going to soak it for about 5 minutes just to get rid of some of the starch. After 5 minutes I'm going to drain the rice, just rinse it a little bit under the tap, under some cold water, and then reserve it to one side until we need it for cooking. So first thing we do with regard to the cooking process is I've got 2 cups of water, there's no salt added, just the water, in a pan. Brought that up to a simmer, that's about 600 millilitres of water. Going to add our cup of lentils. Okay, I'm now going to bring this back up to a simmer as soon as I can, and then we're going to simmer the lentils for 8 minutes. Okay, so the lentils have been in for 8 minutes. The next thing to do is we're going to add in our rice. And just mix that in. So this is the rice that we soaked for 5 minutes, then we drained and rinsed it, and then left it to reserved it to one side. I'm also now going to add in half a cup of water, or about 150 millilitres. And that just replaces the water that's been soaked up by the lentils. Okay, so once that's all nicely mixed in, then going to add in our salt and cumin. Again, just make sure that that's all mixed in thoroughly. So the next thing to do now is I'm going to choose the smallest gas ring on the hob, place the lid on top of the pan, and just cook this very gently on a very gentle simmer for between 15 and 20 minutes until all of the water has been soaked up by the rice. So while the lentil and rice mixture is cooking, it's a good opportunity then to actually caramelise the onions. So in this pan I've got about 8 tablespoons of olive oil, bringing that up to temperature. About 1/4 of a cup of olive oil, and then we want to put in the onions. And over a medium heat we want to cook these onions until they go a very dark brown. Okay, so we've got these this incredible caramelised onion now. It's taken a bit longer than I thought, about 15 minutes, but it's well worth the wait. The problem is if you try to do this quickly in just a couple of tablespoons of oil, potentially you're going to burn the onion, and if you burn the onion, it's going to taste very bitter. So the next thing to do is I'm just going to use a slotted spoon, just retain as much oil as possible in the pan, and we're going to reserve these onions on a piece of kitchen paper, keep those warm. So what we've actually got left in the pan is an incredible seasoned oil, and one of the tricks I learnt from the Lebanese restaurant that gave me this recipe is to use some of that seasoned oil to actually flavour the rice and lentils. So this is our rice and lentils cooked, so you should end up with a fairly dry mixture. So the trick from the restaurant is to now add, I'm going to add about half of the oil that we reserved and just mix that in, and this will give an incredible depth of flavour, this caramelised onion depth of flavour to the whole dish. Okay, so the way I like to serve this is on a large plate so people can help themselves, with the rice and lentil mix in the centre and the caramelised onion around the outside. Definitely a firm family favourite for us, and great as well for a get together or a barbecue. So that's the Lebanese dish Mujaddara, as given to us by a Lebanese restaurant. Absolutely gorgeous, but really easy to do. The only thing to watch is obviously that you don't burn the onions, because you'll definitely get a bitter taste which you don't want. As usual, please subscribe to the channel, and if you've enjoyed this particular video, hit the like button. Thank you very much for watching.